TV. What's going on, you breeders? Max here.
And C-Bomb.
Max and C-Bomb coming at you with another episode of New Breed TV. Coming at you from the Fear Factoreum, Australia's #1 Fear Factory Museum.
We are back.
C-Bomb, we are back.
It's been a while. We've been on a bit of a hiatus.
We have been on a little bit of a hiatus.
But news is brewing. Some exciting announcements have come through. And there's lots to be looking forward to.
Absolutely there is. It's time to ramp New Breed TV back up because we've got some things in the works. Fear Factory coming to Australia to do an Australian tour in May, and that all-important new album that's meant to be coming out soon, C-Bomb.
Getting hype for what's coming our way. Shouldn't be too much longer of a wait, I think.
Hopefully not. Hopefully sometime this year, maybe at least a single. We're getting close to the Australian tour already. Hopefully a single at least before that, C-Bomb.
Yeah. Well, we'll take whatever we can get as it comes.
That's it. We will.
But yeah, it's been a nice little gap between albums, and I think everyone that's a fan is gearing up to hear some new stuff with the new singer finally. So
absolutely,
we're waiting for Milo on record now.
We are. We're waiting to hear the new tracks with Milo to see what he's going to do with these new songs.
Yeah.
See how he's going to sound. See what the themes are going to be like. See what the lyrics are going to be like. It's a pretty exciting time leading up into this album.
Yeah, well, it's a brand new chapter as far as albums go. We've had plenty of tours with Milo, and he's smashed it.
Yeah.
Now we get to experience a new album with a new singer.
Yeah, absolutely. He's proved he's gone out there and toured the world a few times now.
Yeah. Yep.
He's definitely proved himself live and proved that he's got the chops. He's progressed a lot. Like I've noticed from the first video that I've seen of him to now, he's also progressed a lot. So having all that progression under his belt going into the new album is exciting as well, right?
Absolutely, for sure.
Hell yeah. All
right, well, there's a bit to cover, but first things first, what are we repping?
All right, C-Bomb, what are we repping? What are you repping, man?
Well, I'm repping your repping. So I forgot to wear a Fear Factory t-shirt today. So Max is loaning me one instead. It's the Shock design.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get a look at the back of it, which has Max's handcrafted graphic for the back print that Max made up from scratch.
Yeah, we whipped up a new design for this bad boy.
I think we've covered this one before, but I love it. I do love the skull design on this. I think it's a sick piece of artwork from the obsolete era.
Yeah, hell yeah. And it's good to have from that era, there's the Edge Crusher shirt, the Smasher Devourer shirt, and the Shock shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like really honing in on that single artwork and making shirts of them.
Yeah.
Love that. Absolutely love that.
Absolutely.
That'd be, what a cool idea for the new album songs to have artwork with that and have their own
key song art.
Shirts.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, make it happen, Dino.
Yeah.
We'll buy it.
There you go. There's a little idea for you boys. So I'm repping the Froth and Fury shirt. Now this combines two of my biggest loves, Fear Factory and Mad Max. So Fear Factory played Froth and Fury Festival here in Adelaide last year, and this shirt was made especially for that, to recognise obviously the Fuel Injected Suicide Machine track off of Aggression Continuum, which is all about the Knight Rider, the character in Mad Max 1. And then on the back there, it's got Froth. What does it say, Steve?
Froth Injected Fury Machine.
Froth Injected Fury Machine.
So it's actually three concepts are being all merged together here. We've got Froth and Fury, Fear Factory,
and Mad Max.
Yeah.
three of the greatest things.
Yeah. So and what happened? So Lauren, Max's wife, actually was able to get hold of this shirt because they didn't pick it up at the Froth and Fury Fest that this happened at, but we were at the most recent one, which just happened, and she was able to get hold of some of the leftover merch that was still floating around.
Yep. She bought this behind my back while I was doing some filming and gave it to me for Valentine's Day. So thanks, Lauren. I love you and I really appreciate you. And she buys me the bestest presents.
She's pretty good. She's a keeper for sure.
She's pretty good. Shout out to Lauren. Cool. All right. Well, now we're going to get into some Fear Factory news. All right, C-Bomb. Now, it's been a while, so a lot of news has built up. You know, some of it's old news, but there might be some news in here that you guys aren't familiar with. So let's get into it. We've got the obsolete hoodie, the limited edition that's come out, C-Bomb.
Yes.
Bit of a new design, a little bit different there.
Yeah, so it's a pretty cool hoodie design. I actually missed the boat on the last long sleeve design that we had come out a while back with sleeve prints, and I should have grabbed that. I didn't realize it was going to be short limited sort of thing. So yeah, don't sleep on it. If you like them, get one. Absolutely.
You've got, I mean, look, there's artwork all over it, on the sleeves, on the front, on the back. It's the hoodie, it's got the zip. Beautiful.
And if you head on over, there's actually a lot of other new merch that's popped up. I think across several sites. One of them's the rock merch.
Yeah, it's the Rock Mark. Now there's a lot of new merch on there, a lot of new designs. There's a new Aggression Continuum shirt on there. It's got the design all over it, so it's not just the print on the front and the back. It's like
a full print.
Yeah. Demanufacture ones on there. We've got some new leggings. C-Bomb, will I be seeing you in a pair of those in the next episode?
How much you paying me?
I might get some and just full dress up. Because we've got enough merch on this website now to fully like just from this website to deck out.
You can do the complete head to toe demanufacture get up.
Yeah. You've got the thongs, or what the Americans call flip flops. We call them thongs.
Correct.
Got the Aggression Continuum thongs. A lot of the new designs there.
Some cool new shorts.
Yeah, new raglans as well. The obsolete and the Aggression Continuum raglan shirt. I like those. And some throw blankets. We've got flags, bags,
bandanas,
bloody patches. Look at all that. Look at all the gear on there, man. They've gone nuts.
Yeah, Rockmark's stocking a lot. There's a lot of cool stuff.
They definitely are. And what else have we got in news, C-Bomb? We've got Dino's released some sample packs, which are like patch packs of all the Fear Factory albums for guitar tones.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Dino Cazares from Fear Factory. I teamed up with the guys at Chop Tones to bring you something special. A full collection of my signature guitar tones from the Fear Factory albums.
All of those tones at your fingertips. You just dial them in.
Yes.
Chuck the song on and start riffing along, man.
You can become Dino.
Pretty much.
Or be a tryhard anyway.
Pretty much. We've also got the 30 years of Demanufacture tour hitting Latin America.
Yep.
In April. They're playing 3 shows there before they come to Australia in May. So if you're in that part of the world, grab your tickets. Next up, we've got Dino featuring on a Soulfly track, C-Bomb.
Yes. So some of you might have seen some behind-the-scenes clippage going around on social media, but the full video's out. So yeah, jump on YouTube or wherever else and have a watch. I hadn't actually seen the full video till I got around to Max's place today. So yeah, really cool to see.
It's a banger, isn't it?
Yeah.
The intro reminds me of Disruptor.
Yes. Yeah, there's definitely a Dino footprint all over the song, and it's cool to see the that sort of Aztec design guitar in the video that he's playing on.
Appearance,
it just kind of works with the Soulfly Brazilian connection and South American connection, which I think is really cool.
It sure does. The track's called No Pain, No Power, and it's an absolute banger. If you haven't heard it, you gotta have a listen. It is a banger. The pre-chorus has got that classic like Dino chorus going on, and then right at the end, it gets into like invisible bodies, like invisible wounds, dark bodies.
Yeah.
With the like Dino's clean tone, dong dong doo doo, and he's like harmonics.
Yes.
And it just like It's not hard to tell who was.
Yeah, there's definitely a Fear Factory vibe landing in a sort of Soulfly. It merges them two quite well.
It does. And next up, we've got the the new Seymour Duncan pickup that Dino's released called the Machete.
Yeah.
But now we releasing the Machete.
Yeah.
And it comes in various colors.
Yeah.
It comes in red, white, and black. So whatever your taste is.
Yeah.
Also, is it going to come in the cream and the black as well?
Yeah, we have a zebra as well. So yeah, the Machete has been in your Ormsby signature guitars for a few years, but now it's finally available to the public to put in whatever guitars. And we have 6-string trembucker and 7-string available too.
Yeah, 6 and 7.
Yeah.
We're hoping that we move up to 8.
Yeah. We keep talking about that.
Dino was also at NAMM, and he was promoting the pickup there, catching up with people, playing guitar, repping the Ormsbys, of course.
Riffing the riffs.
The old Australian Ormsby C-Bomb.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. All right, well that's it for the Fear Factor. Oh, actually, there's one more thing.
Yes.
The concrete vinyl.
Oh yeah.
I nearly missed that. Missed it.
We have it here. Digimodel's getting a re-release on vinyl.
Oh yes, it is.
Which hasn't happened yet. I think that might be happening for Record Store Day.
Yeah.
If I've got that right.
And I think they're going to include the
bonus tracks.
Yeah, I think they're going to include the Digipack tracks, all the extras on there. So that'll be
a first.
That'll be the
vinyl.
first time that those tracks have been on vinyl. Strain versus Resistance on vinyl C-Bomb.
Now you like a bit of Strain.
I love that song. It is a banger, an absolute banger. So, speaking of news, we're going to go into talk about the Australian tour that's coming up, C-Bomb.
Woo!
Can't wait for that. It's not far away. It's in May.
Yeah. So it's been a while. We've had the last time Fear Factory did a headline tour over here was some years ago now. They did do their support tour with Machine Head.
I think it was 10 years ago since they did a headlining tour.
Yeah.
They came over with Machine Head, did that tour, supported them.
Yep.
Then they came back for the Adelaide show, Froth and Fury.
Yes.
Just to do that one-off
show, which I was AWOL for, but got to see the coverage of it, which was great.
Yeah. Good times.
But yeah, so we've got big headline tour, and they're doing some dates and locations that haven't had a lot of action recently or for a long time.
Or ever.
Yeah.
So they're starting off over in Perth, heading over to Adelaide.
Coming here.
Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Hobart. Now they're playing Hobart in Tasmania for the first time ever.
Yep.
So you Hobart Fear Factory fans, start getting excited about that. They're even heading up to Townsville, which is a town up in Queensland, which no one plays Townsville.
Yeah,
I can't think of a band that does.
Yeah, you go back into the early 90s, you'd see bands doing tours around some of these other cities along the East Coast that aren't capital cities. But Now, it was surprising to see these dates and locations coming up on the tour poster. When I saw it, I was like, wow, this isn't just the usual spots.
Yeah, and Dino said, he's like, they've actually played Townsville before.
Yeah.
And he said it was a ripper show.
Yeah.
So that's why they're going back, because it was so good last time. People turned out, had an awesome time. So, if you turn up to these shows in these places, they'll be back, they'll be back to play for you. So you just got to keep
supporting the live music.
You just got to keep supporting the boys.
Yeah.
And they'll come and see you, C-Bomb.
Yeah, and so then after Australia, we get them hitting New Zealand, Auckland.
Yeah, they're going to go over to Auckland. Now, speaking of the Australian tour, C-Bomb, we put a post up on the New Breed of Fear Factory Facebook page, which we're in and we help run as admins. Jump in there if you haven't already. We've got how many members now? Over 4,000, I think.
Yeah, there's thousands. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Facebook Fear Factory community. It's really good. And we put the shout out because we want to try and expand this New Breed TV thing around Australia. Now, me and C-Bomb are going to go to Sydney and Melbourne and cover those shows. So we're going to head over and
Adelaide, of course.
And yeah, of course, Adelaide. So we're going to be doing 3 of the shows out of Australia. We're going to have Ando over in Perth. He's going to cover Perth for us, our Perth correspondent. We've hit up some other people have hit us up saying that they're willing to be New Breed TV correspondents as well. We've got someone who's, I'm not going to announce the names yet because we'll wait for that. But we've got Auckland locked in already.
Yeah, Auckland's looking good.
I think Hobart's locked in. Brisbane is... We're still waiting to hear back from Brisbane. But we do need someone. We haven't had any responses for Townsville yet.
Yeah.
Now, if there's a Townsville Fear Factory fan that's keen to get involved, go up there, do some filming, film the boys. We can organise some media passes and some backstage passes so that you can, get some good footage. And we'll cover it. We'll cross over to you. You can take the reins and do a bit of a street talk. Interview the boys and do your thing.
Yeah.
And we'll collate that here on the show and we'll put it out for all the new breeders to see. So, jump into the group. And you'll see us in there, and then just hit us up in the DMs if you want to get involved in NBTV. And who knows, C-Bomb, we're going to start this off here in Australia.
Yeah, it's going to hopefully take this into a bit of a national event for the Fear Factory tour, and we'll have lots of content. We'll turn it into sort of just more than one episode, and we'll have an Australian tour series.
Yeah.
For New Breed TV, and after that, we would love to get more countries into the fold around some of this stuff. I think, it'd be really cool to see this sort of go even broader if we can get there.
International, C-Bomb.
That's it.
Raise the ceiling of the New Breed TV little project that we've got going on.
Yeah.
I think it's really good. Like, if we can grow this and we can get this bigger, I think having all the Fear Factory fans come together, but also work together.
Yeah.
Like this community, is great. We've got some really good people. We've made some really good friendships. Even me and C-Bomb, we met at a Fear Factory show, and that's how we met and became friends, and that's how we started doing this. So it'd be great to get some more people on board, get the community going, and maybe take it international. But for now, we'll start with Australia and see how we go, and hopefully expand it from there, C-Bomb.
Absolutely.
It'll be awesome. Right, now, as part of this Australian tour, me and C-Bomb have sat down and we have come up with our personal ideal set list for at least the Adelaide show.
Yeah.
At least the Adelaide show. So these are the songs that we want to hear when Fear Factory come down under and do the tour.
Yeah, so there's always a lot of like conjecture over what should happen with set lists, and I think I think there's always room to change things up. It's good to get some of the songs out that haven't had as much
Haven't had a run in a while.
Yeah. Some songs have rarely ever been played live. Some songs used to get played live when they were on those albums' tour cycles, and then have kind of dropped back into the background live. But it's hard, it's hard with depending on how long you've got for the set, how many songs you can fit in. It's always hard to narrow down what you want to hear live. But yeah, we've hashed it out.
It wasn't easy.
Yeah, it's actually sucks because there's so many cool songs, and there's lots of great songs that haven't been played live heaps of times.
Like the bloke in Melbourne. What do you want to hear tonight? What song do you want to hear? All of them. That's us.
Yeah.
We'll just hang out at the show for like 10 hours.
Yeah, I would never say no to having like four back-to-back events in Adelaide with 50 songs played live.
Nah,
That
just make them play for 10 hours, mate. Make them play for 10 hours. Come on, boys, you can do it. Give us a full catalogue show. How good would that be?
We've got to show Pete some mercy. That would be super cruel.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to move afterwards. It'd be grueling.
He would be waste.
All right, C-Bomb, take us through your personalised set list. Now we've come up with the idea of having 10 songs as the main, and then having a encore, and maybe having 2 songs after the encore. So 12 songs in total. I would love to have. There's lots of songs here I would love to have had on this list. But starting off, so my first pick is an odd pick, probably, but I think it would actually be a wicked opening introduction for a live set for Fear Factory. So my first pick is from Mechanized. It's the song Metallic Division. So instrumental.
Yeah, so we're looking at just an instrumental, not a particularly long song. It's just a banging, crazy, heavy riff with some wicked samples and extra layers in there.
What were you thinking here for the opener? Like the band come out and they start playing the instrumental.
Yeah,
before Milo comes out.
Correct. So Milo's not on stage yet. It's just Dino and who's on bass, Tony or whoever else, just cranking it out. And it's just a build-up song for me. So I think it will just set a wicked tone for the beginning of their set. So that's my number one opener.
Nice.
And then from there, I think I had to lock in a classic, and that's got to be Demanufacture title track. I think you just got to, set something.
Get the punters start doing a circle pit early on.
It's got to be an iconic track. It's got to be classic, and it's got to sort of come in off Metallic Division to keep pushing energy. You don't want to ease in.
Well, C-Bomb's thought about this. There you go.
Of course I've thought of this. Of course.
I'm loving it so far.
So classic Demanufacture. Following that, coming in at my third pick, I'm going with Smasher Devourer from Obsolete. So again, I don't really want to let the steam off at this point in the set. I think when you're starting off the first sort of 3 or 4 tracks at least, got to really kind of just smash everyone away. And what better track to smash people than with Smasher the Devourer? And I feel like it's just, it's such a sick track from that album, which definitely got quite a lot of good live run back when Obsolete came out, but probably hasn't been heard as much in the live sets since then. But yeah, it's sort of one of my personal favorites from that album, so I feel like that comes in nicely at spot 3.
Nice.
All right, so following that from Smasher Devourer, I'm going into title track off Mechanized, which just me.
This is a relentless set list, C-Bomb.
Yeah. I'm not fucking around, honestly.
When's the let up?
There is no let up. There isn't. So, like for me, Mechanized is probably one of Fear Factory's most crushing tracks ever. There's no cleans really in it.
But it's still as catchy as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's got some banging riffs, and it's just like I don't know, when Mechanized came out and I sort of listened to it for the first time, I just didn't expect it to be that heavy. Gene Hoglan on drums at that time. The drumming had this sort of elevation to it in terms of just being complete pummeling barrage.
Yep.
I loved that. I was just blown away by how intense it sort of started off with from the get-go. And yeah, it's just a brutal song. Brutal. Probably one of their heaviest tracks in my opinion.
All right, so we're still going full on.
Yeah, this is.
What are we going into after that? Don't say bloody Messiah.
I was tempted.
Evil dwells.
I was tempted. So coming in at number 5, I'm going with Freedom or Fire from Obsolete.
Oh, nice.
So I was loving that Freedom or Fire got back into the live set list with Milo. That was fairly recently. You can find live videos of that because Freedom or Fire was just one of those tracks from Obsolete that just never really got much live play back when the album came out or since. But yeah, more recently it's come in, and like for me, it's just there's obviously lots of incredible songs off Obsolete, but I think Freedom or Fire is just one of the best, most underrated tracks in their whole discography. I think it just it has an amazing clean chorus, but before that you've got this sort of wicked, kind of brutal, kind of drum and bassy drumming kind of sort of stuff going on.
We do talk to a few people who
love it.
Yeah, they're like, what's your favourite song? They're like Freedom of Fire.
Yeah, I think it's super underrated, but just awesome. And I couldn't do a live set list with my choices and not have it in there. Definitely one of my favourite songs off of Obsolete.
Number 6.
Yeah, number 6.
Running up to number 6.
Yeah. So I'm not letting off the steam here. So I'm going with Slave Labor from Archetype. Another pretty brutal track. I think this was like a very pleasant surprise when Archetype came out. This was the opening track off the album, and I think everyone was quite impressed with just how excellent it was. If I had to pick just one track off Archetype, because obviously they've been using the title track Archetype. Dino's been getting that into the live set lists recently and for quite a while. But it's not my favourite track off that album. But Slave Labor is definitely up there for me as some of the best material off that album. It just wouldn't be a complete set list for me without something like that in there.
Nice.
And I think it sort of kind of blends off the back of Freedom or Fire quite well, I think. So that's track 6 for me. Track 7 is probably my weirdest pick here, and is probably one that just most people would never even consider. But I'm going back to Soul of a New Machine.
Oh, we're going back.
Pulling out a sort of deep cut off that album that I think just deserves a run live. And that is Life Blind.
No.
So there's some tracks that most people that are Fear Factory fans know off from Soul of a New Machine that have been played live over the years. Martyr, obviously, tracks like Scapegoat,
Self-Immolation.
Yeah, Leechmaster. Some of these tracks.
Leechmaster's made a bit of a comeback recently.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to see anything off the Soul of a New Machine just come in. I think
they played that at Froth and Fury here.
That
was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, that was.
But
I didn't get to see it.
Long.
Yeah, so I don't know. Lifeline's just always been a track off Soul of a New Machine that I think's wicked. It's just underrated. So my set list is for the most part kind of like a rarities dream list, if you will. And I think if I had to kind of pick something out of Soul of a New Machine, if it wasn't Lifeline, I probably would have gone with Escape Confusion. But there just wasn't enough spots to get everything in that I would have liked to have gotten in here. But anyway, Lifeline, I think just if you haven't heard it or haven't listened to it in a long time, I think it's just got a really interesting chorus. The clean singing section of that song is just sort of stuck with me the first time I heard it. Love it to this day. Still go back to it. I think Milo could do a sick job of this. I'd love to see it played live again. It's just super rare track that you just don't really hear too often in the fandom, so I'm going with Lifeline at number 7.
Nice.
Coming off of that, I'm going straight into the newest of the new stuff, and I'm going with Monolith off of Aggression Continuum. So for me, Monolith was just a very surprise track off that album when I got to hear the album in full. I mean, fans that were sort of following all of the build up to the album release will probably remember that originally that was going to be the name of the album at one point. That kind of got revisited and revised, but I think Monolith it's just a very different style of song for Fear Factory without not sounding like Fear Factory. It still holds true to Fear Factory, but it just kind of went somewhere that I just wasn't expecting.
It wasn't like cookie cutter Fear Factory.
Nah.
It was trying something new, trying something different, and really sort of, but nailing it at the same time.
This is the thing, like you can sort of experiment, and sometimes it can kind of backfire, and you're kind of like, this just isn't really doing it. But this for me was just a great song. Like I think it's really, really solid. And you get a really cool little like solo in it towards the end as well, which is again just different for Fear Factory most of the time. So I think that's just from Aggression Continuum. We've had some of that material played live, but Monolith I don't think has been played live as far as I know.
No, I don't think so. We need some more Aggression Continuum tracks.
Yeah, so I'd be pushing for that.
List, I reckon.
Yep. So that's my pick at number 8. Going straight into track number 9, I'm basically just following Monolith from Aggression Continuum into the album closer, which is End of Line. So End of Line was probably my favourite track off of Aggression Continuum.
When we reviewed it, you were like, man, this is my favourite.
It landed for me straight away. It had the killer chorus that I think for me that has the strongest chorus on the album, maybe.
Yeah, the vocal line, like the melody.
It just nailed it for me straight away, and not a track that's been played live before as far as I know. If I had to pick some stuff from Aggression Continuum, these are the 2 tracks I was really gonna have to push for in my set list. So would love to see that happen one day maybe. So that's track 9. Going into track 10, I'm going to jump to Genexus, and my pick...
It's about time, C-Bomb.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of stuff on Genexus that I would love to see live and hear live. But if I had to pick, I could only kind of fit one track in here, and I'm going for my sort of set end before we hit the encore, I'm going with Battle for Utopia. So just quite a fun, interesting end to that album before you get to your sort of expiration date closing. It's another sort of like interesting track that's kind of got this triumphant vibe to it. That's kind of how I hear that sort of riff through it. And it just, I don't know, it's just like the lyrics conceptually sort of just gives me this kind of Terminator Future War kind of setting for me in my head. So it's a track that, when I kind of got into Genexus when it came out, hearing that track, I was just kind of like, this will probably never happen, but I'd love to see this track played live.
It would be good live, that song.
Yeah, so that kind of rounds out my set before you hit an encore.
All right, so the lights have gone down. They've like played that. They've like, righto, we'll see you next time, and done the fake walk off.
Crowd's chanting Fear Factory.
And everyone's like, one more song. What are they coming back out to, C-Bomb?
All right, so from my first encore, I'm going to keep it not weird. Just going with what has to be for me. Like, this was my introduction to Fear Factory. It's what got me into the band. Heard it on the Mortal Kombat soundtrack. It's Zero Signal.
Oh, here we go.
So I think this is still just sort of one of their most sick songs, just all
that'll just get everyone all the energy back up, and everyone just be like, yes, we didn't think they were going to play it, but they're playing it.
exactly. So it's got to have it in here. I think it's the perfect spot to kind of fit it in. And it's just one of my favorite songs, so it's in my set list. It's obviously been played live a lot, and doesn't matter. This one I'm keeping in. So that's my track 11 encore, and then finishing off with final track.
Here we go.
It's going to be Resurrection from Obsolete. So
classic closer, C-Bomb.
yeah, well, it's not. Well, Replica would be the sort of classic closer for them historically, but they did bring it in. It was getting a run as their kind of set end track with some of the tours that Milo's been in. I think that's a great spot for it.
Everyone was loving, when we went to Melbourne, everyone was loving hearing Resurrection again. And Milo does a good job of it too.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think that's sort of there's lots of cool songs you could put in as an end track to finish the night. But for me, my pick's going to have to be Resurrection there, and that would round out me and make me a very happy boy.
Nice. I don't mind that set list, Seymour. I like that you've thought about it, and it's got a bit of like, it's got a bit of it's basically just starts at fucking 100, and then it just, you've thought about each track and what you want. Lifeline was a surprise for me.
Yeah.
I've got to admit.
Yep.
But I know you like those deep cuts because we never hear them live, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, well done.
Cheers, that's me.
Beautiful. All right, well, I've gone with more of because last time they came to Adelaide, they focused on the first 4 albums, right? So I feel like in Adelaide, we've heard and we've gotten all of those songs, and they did play a heap of like rare ones that you don't usually hear, right?
Yeah.
So I'm more focusing on the last 4 albums.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. So you've given yourself a bit of a task here with some exceptions.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, that last show that I went to, I heard all the the first 4, like cool, loved it. This show, I want to hear like the last 4 albums and all the new stuff, right?
Yeah.
All the rare new stuff that you don't hear. Now these set lists are going to be, because me and C-Bomb are, diehards. We obviously listen to all the hits, but we also love those deep cuts, right?
Listen to it all.
Oh yeah, and if you're watching this channel, you love the deep cuts too, and we know it, right? We see you, deep cutters, right?
Yes.
So I'm starting off. The lights, there's a little bit of an intro, and it's the intro to Aggression Continuum, right? Brand new album. Here we go. It's the first track off of Aggression Continuum, Recode, with all the samples and the little, You Are the Resistance and all that stuff. It's coming up. Bang. Ting, ting, ting. Love that riff. Absolutely love it. It's a banger. So big one to open with. If it's good enough to open the new album, it's sick to open a show, right?
Absolutely. I think this is your favourite track off the album.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. That's a bit.
So.
Yeah. That's a good place to start.
So coming out with brand new, here we are. This is new Fear Factory, After that, leading in is Anodize from Genexus. Love that track. It's very early on in Genexus. And I think Anodize just like, I love the samples in it.
Yeah, it's got some great riffing, really like epic chorus.
Yeah.
Quite catchy and memorable chorus.
Yeah. That chorus is just beautiful. It's triumphant. It lifts you up,
yeah,
right?
It's epic.
All right, so after that, now this will be a surprise, but Descent. We're going into Descent from Obsolete. Down, 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 down. And everyone's just like, yes! Yes, they never play this song off of Obsolete, and it's one of the best songs off of Obsolete. So I'm going to hit you with it. Bang.
Yeah, Descent's a great pick. I would have loved to have fit Descent in there. I probably should have found a spot for it, but I was... I'd already put a fair bit of Obsolete stuff into my set list, so I kind of had to sacrifice. But yeah, I think Descent is such a great track. It got runs back when Obsolete came out, and I feel like they've had cracks at writing songs in the style of Descent. Something not brutal, not super heavy, but just catchy,
melodic,
fun, maybe a bit sort of dark. But I still think to this day, Descent just stands as kind of the best style, like for that kind of style of song. Descent is the best example of it in their catalogue.
Yeah, love it, absolutely love it. So we've come out of Descent, right? And then, bang, we're going to go back into Aggression Continuum with Monolith. I agree with everything that you said about Monolith. It's such a unique, catchy track. It's kind of like the replica, in my opinion, of Aggression Continuum. It's real catchy. It's got that awesome chorus. So that one, just Monolith.
Yeah, very modern sound, very new version of Fear Factory.
Yeah, absolutely.
If someone had described it to me before I'd heard it, I would have been like, I don't know if I'm going to like this one. But when I heard it, I was like, just kind of made my jaw drop. I was like, I didn't expect this in the album at all.
It works, cool. Man. It works.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're going into Monolith, and then after that,
number 5,
we're going into Regenerate. Off of Genexus.
I think this is the song I'm most sad I didn't get into my set list because I really think Regenerate is awesome.
It's got to be in there.
It's an awesome track.
It's got to be in there. It's one, in my opinion, it's one of the catchiest songs off of the last 4 albums. So
yeah, for sure.
It's going in there. It lifts everyone up.
Huge sound. It's such a explosive opening part to that song. When it first plays, you just sort of like eargasming from it.
Yeah.
I think it's
absolutely, man.
Incredible.
Absolutely. Coming out of Regenerate, we're going back to Aggression Continuum again, C-Bomb.
Yeah.
Because it's that good of an album. We're going with Purity.
Yeah. Good pick. I think
love that song.
Purity was a track that sort of landed for me pretty much the first time I heard it. I was like, yeah, this is what I want to hear in an album.
Yeah.
One of the songs that needs to be like this. Kind of felt like a sort of kind of replica-ish, but yeah, just catchy, fun, but heavy still.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So we're still up around Aggression Continuum. Now I'm going to hit you with something catchy, but a little bit older, and I'm breaking the rule here of staying with the last 4 albums, because this song never gets played, and it's one of my favourites from Digimortal. You've heard it on this channel over and over and over. Strain versus Resistance, the bonus track off of Digimortal. That I reckon it should have been on the bloody album, C-Bomb.
Yeah, I think
track 4 on Digimortal, I reckon. Strain versus Resistance. Man, that bloody drum roll at the start, and it just gets you hyped, and then Strain.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a great track, and it's I remember back when Digimortal came out and the Digipack version was released at the same time, and yeah, a lot of people I knew were just surprised that the bonus tracks were so strong.
How good the bonus tracks were. Machine to Baser.
That's it.
Like, you know, the quality of those tracks, and even like when they came out with Frequency later, it was on the Linchpin single. Like, Frequency was a sick song too, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was like its own single when that came out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because it wasn't on the album at all. But Strain versus Resistance, like, start a bloody circle pit, you know what I mean?
Max loves that song. I was not surprised to see it in his set list. I was like, yeah.
I use it on this.
I
use it on this channel all the time,
yeah.
And it just works, man. It's such an energizing track, right? All right, so we've come out of that, and then we're gonna go into Mechanize, right? It's finally time to hit Mechanize, and I'm going with Controlled Demolition here. It's not one that I've ever heard. I've ever seen live.
Yeah, I don't think it's been played live. If it has, it hasn't happened many times.
I haven't seen it being recorded and chucked up on YouTube at all. I'd love to hear it played live.
Yeah, it's a brutal track. I mean, a lot of the material on Mechanized is...
Oh, yeah.
Mechanized is just heavy across the board. There's some chill bits,
and it's a dark track too, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's like... It's got that 9/11
connection,
and it's got that fucking pretty dark sample of the guy on the phone in it. But the song itself is just, it's so dark, it's very serious, and coming out of Strain versus Resistance, hitting you with that, you know what I mean? Like, we're getting dark, we're getting catchy, the chorus is amazing, and you gotta have, that was my pick off of Mechanized.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see it when I saw your list. I was like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Go on there. Cool.
Love it.
I respect it.
We're coming out of that, going with, you know, I think we both had the same thought here. I'm going with End of Line as number 9.
That's where mine was. Yeah.
Yeah, number 9. I think End of Line, that catchy ender from Aggression Continuum. You need it at the tail end of the set there.
Yeah, agree.
But I agree with you. It needs to be in there. Absolutely needs to be in there. And then Enhanced Reality. I'm going with that one.
Yeah. So that's a great pick.
But this is number 10. So this is the ender of the actual set, and I think Enhanced Reality works really well. You know, it's very moody, it gets really quiet, and then you've got that big chorus, man.
Yeah.
Big chorus.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of that track. It's I probably prefer it over Expiration Date, even though they kind of both have a similar-ish vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Enhanced Reality is just, it's a great pick. I would have loved to have that in my set list too, but
So they play that, the lights go
lull
down,
you down a bit.
the boys walk off, and it's, one more song, And all right, they let the crowd, the roar gets going, they come back out, and what are they going to play, Seabob? They're back. Everyone's excited. They're like, yes, they're back. And what better? It's Cars. Everyone's like, what the fuck? They're playing Cars, and the party just gets started, and everyone just starts jumping. It's a fun track. Doesn't get played.
Yeah.
It's obviously very commercial. Everyone knows it. It's Lauren's favourite song, my wife Lauren. She bloody loves Cars, and she's always harping on at Dino to play it.
That's it.
They haven't played it yet, but in my little world, they're playing it as the encore, and everyone is just like, oh man,
They're having the best time.
This is fun. It's catchy.
Yeah.
Everyone's singing along.
No, it's a very, very good way to like kick off an encore. I think. You can't fuck with that.
Kick off an encore with it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, and because it hasn't been played for so long, it's like, it's a welcome sound to the ears.
Yes. Yes. It'll definitely get a vibe going. That's
absolutely.
Fun. Lots of fun.
Just lots of fun, right? Then, obviously, it's the end track of the whole set. This is it. Last song. For me, it's got to be Expiration Date from Genexus.
Yeah.
That song is heavy, emotional, beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
It's got the Blade Runner references.
Oh yeah, it's got the vocal harmonies in it as well.
Yeah.
It's the modern, to me, it's the modern Resurrection.
Yep.
It sits on that level for me. I obviously love those big enders. I really love all the big enders on all the albums. But you don't hear Expiration Date as an ender, and it really deserves to be an ender one day in a set, I think.
Yeah, because I don't think it's been played live.
It has.
Many.
I've seen it be played, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to check that. I wouldn't be surprised if it got some play. It's just
back in the album cycle,
when it came out. Yeah.
But ending on Expiration Date.
Yeah, that'd be a big climactic send off for the end of it. Yeah.
For those who know and love all the new albums, I just think that would be a banger way to end
the cherry on top.
Yeah. And then the boys walk out. Thank you. Throwing guitar picks, set list, all that, While the outro, because the Expiration Date's got a pretty long outro.
Yeah.
So having that outro continue to play while they're sort of throwing out the picks and the drumsticks and all that. I think would work well.
Yeah. No, I think your set list for a set list that's focused on the last 4 albums, bar one exception, couple of exceptions.
Yeah.
That's I'd have a grand old time with that set list. that'd be a great show.
There you go. All right, well, thank you, New Breeders, for hanging around for our idyllic set list of Max and C-Bomb. I hope you enjoyed that. Let us know in the comments. Chuck down in there what
Yeah.
12 songs you would like in your ideal set list. I'd love to read them and discuss them with you and see what people are looking at. Whether or not they just put all of the classics in there, or whether, many people would go for some of those deep cuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you put Strain versus Resistance in there, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. All right, I'm going to.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's interesting to see what songs people connect to. Obviously you've got your classic songs that are sort of mainstays of their live set list, but Fear Factory are a band with a huge catalogue now, and there's so many great songs.
It's just getting harder and harder, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but it's always interesting to hear what songs people connect to.
Imagine how hard it is for the band to put together a set list, because for them, they know that, they're like, oh, if we went here and played, if we went here and we didn't play this song, like, are people going to get angry? And they've got to weigh up what people love, like the average punter, not the die-hard, play Strain versus Resistance, you know what I mean? Like, that you've got to cater to the average Fear Factory listener who might not be...
And even a lot of people at these shows...
know the deep cuts, A
lot of people at shows aren't always die-hard fans. They're just metal fans in general. And they'll go to any cool band that's touring.
Yeah.
So they might not know a lot of the material outside of the most well-known...
They know the Spotify top 10.
That's right. They've heard the most popular tracks.
Yeah.
But, it's...
But you still got to, as a band, you've still got to chuck a couple in there for the diehards.
Yeah. And what better way to introduce people that haven't heard that material than to blow their heads off with it live?
That's right.
If you haven't dug into an album like Mechanize and all of a sudden they're playing the title track off that, you're gonna have your head blown off, and you'll be like, I need to go listen to that album now.
Exactly. Playing the deep cuts gets the average fan into the deep cuts.
That's it.
Me and you are going to be at a show with a sign, deep cuts only.
Deep cuts. We'll bug Dino about it a bit more.
Yeah.
But Dino's cool like that. I mean, when we had the tour, I think it was the Regenerate tour for Genexus, which is when I met Max for the first time. They had run this whole thing where they were asking the fan base to vote on what the set list could be.
And they even did that with, to an extent, with Froth and Fury last year.
Yeah.
They asked, do you want these albums, or a mix?
Yeah.
And the vote was, play the first 4 albums.
Yeah.
I was a little bit devout about that, but still loved it. Still absolutely loved it, because they played a few deep cuts from those.
Yeah,
because it was 4 albums only. They could play some deep cuts. They did play Leechmaster. They played Digimortal.
Yeah.
It was amazing, man.
Yeah. No,
so
you can cover both bases. You can get deep cuts in and have some of your classics, but it's always good to remember that there's great stuff off the new albums, and if they haven't had a chance to kind of really dig into those songs, because you're trying to sort of feel, again, with 10-ish albums in their catalog, it's like you got to try and pull in from so many
it's hard
tracks. So
it is hard.
It's a tricky thing.
Anyway,
you'll never take my... Keep that smile, girl. You'll never take my... In the bathroom, lining it up. You'll never take my...
Now, Ando, our Perth correspondent, went to the Fear Factory. It was like they played a bit of an intimate gig at a rehearsal studio, and they got some of the punters up to sing along. It was a small sort of crowd. Ando went along, covered it, and interviewed a few people.
Maybe sang a bit.
Yeah, he did. He jumped up there. You'll see Ando up there. I think he belts out.
Ando's pretty talented. I'm actually going to just throw this in. Ando is a vocalist in a Meshuggah cover band.
Oh, man.
And it's wicked. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not just saying that.
Yeah,
I'm a
it's
huge
fucking-
Meshuggah fan.
Yeah.
And I would like, we haven't had Meshuggah tour in Australia for a long time. And at this point, I would be so happy to have Ando's cover band come over and give us a fix,
yeah.
because I'm starving for something
Yeah.
live from Meshuggah.
We might have to organise a plane trip over to Perth.
Yeah, I'm getting desperate. So, and they, like, I've seen some of their stuff recorded from a gig that they did in Perth.
Yep.
And
What are they called? Meshuggah
Daddies.
Daddies, yeah.
It's. I was so impressed. Like,
Yeah,
truly.
no, they've done a
awesome.
spot on job of that.
Anyway, so sorry to cut in with that.
No,
but
that's all right. But Ando, like, thank you for covering it. We do apologise for this coming out so late, mate. But you did a bang up job over there as our Perth correspondent. We love ya. You're a bloody legend, and his vocals.
Yeah.
His vocals are fucking sick, man.
Impressive.
So we're going to cut to Ando over in Perth. Now this is back in, this is footage from
2024, I think.
2024. Yep. When they came over here on the Machine Head tour.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep.
So this is never before seen footage. So enjoy it. And Ando, mate, over to you.
What's up, New Breeders? It's your man Ando here, your Perth correspondent for New Breed TV. We're here at a staple of the local Perth music scene, the Hen House. This Ormsby Guitar hosted Fear Factory clinic is going to have it all. So watch on and rock on. I'm here with my main man, Wayne. Wayne, it's great to see you.
You too, brother. It's good to see you too.
So are you excited for this clinic today?
I'm ecstatic.
Ecstatic. He's ecstatic. What are you excited to see the most?
Oh, just the new members and the bass player.
I'm here with Alan. Alan, welcome to New Breed TV, mate.
Thanks.
How's it all going?
Yeah, good.
You excited for the clinic?
Yep.
Tony's on tour with Fear Factory in Australia. It's fantastic, man.
Yeah. I don't know who the drummer is. I think it's
Pete Weber.
Pete Weber. That's it.
Yep.
Because I didn't know whether it was an old dude.
Yeah.
You know, the one before Pete Weber.
Yeah, the dude before Pete Weber. Mike Heller.
that's
Man, he was amazing. So good.
Sick, man.
Yeah. What are you hoping to see?
Just the band live and seeing Dino again for the second time.
Yeah, right. So did you come to the December 22 clinic at Ormsby?
Yep.
Hope you're excited for the clinic. What are you looking forward to the most?
Probably meeting them. I've grown up with them since, probably was in grade 7 back in 96.
Yeah. Funny story about Mortal Kombat soundtrack. The guy played Johnny Cage. I've met him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's a fact for you.
Yeah, I've met him at Brisbane Comic Con.
Wow. Did you get a signature or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice one. Way to be. Cool, man. So Dale, any favourite Fear Factory riffs at all?
Good question. I would say it would be Demanufacture.
Demanufacture's your favourite riff?
Yeah.
Just here, our mate Dave Stevens driving by with Zero Signal pumping. He's speaking to my heart. Big fan of the Obsolete album.
Yeah, I discovered him in the 1990s.
Yeah, so was it the Mortal Kombat soundtrack that got you into Fear
As
Factory?
soon as I heard one song, that was it.
Yeah. Fat. Way to be. Nice.
G'day, I'm Brano Joe from the Heavy Shift podcast. I have to think about that for a moment.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
Do you want to do another take?
Nah, I'd never ever do anything twice because I'm too lazy. Anyways, I'm here with Ando from the Ando podcast, right?
Ando vocals.
Ando vocals. You told me, and I still stuffed it up. Anyways, you pretty pumped for tonight, brother?
Oh, absolutely stoked. Yeah, it's great to have the band back in town.
It is pretty cool. It's pretty wild that, like, I think Ormsby has now made this, like, connection with them in Perth, right?
A phenomenal connection.
And Perth doesn't have many connections to anything, really.
Yeah, I mean, for us to have Ormsby Guitars for starters is amazing, but then for Ormsby to go and then poach Dino from Ibanez, sign him up, and, just put Perth on the map, I think is a fantastic thing.
Yes.
This is the shirt that came with the DC Obsolete by Ormsby.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, it's like a limited edition print.
They should have Justine on the back with the guitar then. You know what I mean? Like, that would be nice, right?
So how many times have you seen Fear Factory, Alan?
Twice.
I feel like if you can't do successfully in music, why not do a podcast, right?
Oh, totally. I mean...
So that's where it's at right now. So, yeah. But well, thanks for having me. Well, yeah. Thanks for
Much appreciated, Bruno.
This is good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll chase you up on Facebook.
Yeah, let's do it.
On you, dude.
I'll have you on mine.
Cheers, Dale.
No, good chat.
Good on you, man.
All right,
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thanks for having me. Well, yeah. Thanks for
Much appreciated, Bruno.
This is good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll chase you up on Facebook.
Yeah, let's do it.
On you, dude.
I don't want to live that way. I don't want to live that way. I don't want to live that way. Thank you so much, boys. Really appreciate it.
Do you guys want to hear more songs?
Yeah!
You sure?
Yeah!
All right.
Oh my God.
We're going to do something. We're going to do something that I said that I would never do.
How good was that? Well done, Ando, you bloody legend.
Great job, Ando.
How good was that?
Really good to actually get that footage up and out again. Yeah, what a cool little event. Like, I think for like hardcore fans, it's those sorts of opportunities to actually like meet the band.
Get up and have a sing.
Yeah, actually get on and have a crack at a Fear Factory song. Yeah, props to everyone that got to that and got to participate.
Ando was having a sick time.
Yeah, for sure.
And they played Slave Labour C-Bomb.
Loving it.
In your set list.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that.
Ah, man.
I'm voting hard for that. If you're gonna play some archetype material, let's get something else in now. We've had plenty of the title track. Let's go. Like I'm calling for either Slave Labour or Cyber Waste.
Oh fuck yeah.
Or Drones. Drones is actually my top pick.
Drones. Okay.
I think that's a real underrated.
I'm Act of God Undercurrent fan.
Yes, there's lots of good tracks off that album.
Yeah,
for
they're
sure.
all good. They're all good.
There's plenty of good material. But anyway, look forward to what's coming up for the Fear Factory tour in Australia now.
Yeah.
Looking forward to more coverage from Ando.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, we've got a few little other surprises that are coming up. Hopefully, we're going to be having a proper chat to Dino.
Yep, we're going to talk to the man himself coming up in the next episode, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. There's plenty coming up in the future, actually. So stay tuned to New Breed TV. There's going to be some good stuff coming along. We're going to have a chat about the Australian tour. We'll bug him about our set list, have a bit of a laugh.
We'll probably grill him about the new album as well. We'll see what we can get out of him.
We're gonna squeeze as much information out of him for you guys as we can.
Yep.
That he's willing to share.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Hopefully, in Adelaide, once the tour takes place, we might have an opportunity to capture some action here at the Factoreum.
Oh yes, when the boys visit Adelaide, we'll have to see what we can happens, see what we can organise.
Yep.
We've got some thoughts and some ideas, rattling around in our heads of certain things that we can do. One thing that I will spill the beans on, I've been collecting the whole time since the last episode, the mailbag. Let me tell you, new breeders, the bloody mailbag. She's full once again. Have a look at that.
That is heavy metal.
Oh, so
something huge in here.
Oh yeah, there's a big box in there. I can't wait to open that. It's been sitting there for about 9 months.
It's all going to be new for him again.
Oh yeah,
He'll have forgotten what most of this is.
It's going to be Fear Factory Christmas for me.
Yeah, Christmas in May.
Apart from the big one, I forget what's in every other box in there. So you'll see the look on my face when I'm opening it. But we're gonna get the boys around and do a mailbag. So I'm saving it all up. Got a few more things on the way. So we'll catch up and we'll do a mailbag with the boys. Hopefully it works out logistically. No promises, things can happen, but
we're working on it.
And that's going to be the plan moving forward. So there you go. So some cool things coming up.
Yeah, I think that wraps up this comeback episode for us.
I think so. It's good to see us again, and it's been good to be back in the Factoreum with you, C-Bomb. It's talking shit and just talking Fear Factory and nerding out on Fear Factory.
Yeah, being nerds.
Absolute nerding out on Fear Factory.
It's exciting because there's a new album on the horizon.
Oh yeah,
and we're getting pretty chuffed and.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Fear Factory nerd senses are tingling. I can't wait for what's coming up. There's so much to come up, and we're excited for it. So I can't wait, C-Bomb.
Not me either.
Can't wait.
And I can't wait for the tour. That's actually my birthday's in May, so I'm really looking forward to having a big May, and we'll be stoked to get to see multiple shows and see the fans over in Melbourne and Sydney again.
Yep, keep an eye out for us, Sydney and Melbourne punters, because we'll be coming around with the microphones.
Max is going to make you sing, whether you like it or not.
I'm going to make you sing Strain versus Resistance. If we don't get it on the tour, I'm going to make everyone else sing it to me just so I get me fix. Right? All right, new breeders. It was bloody good to see you, and it's bloody good to be back. But for now, we'll catch us again next time. Long live Fear Factory!
I feel Aggression Continuum is their best work since Obsolete.
Yeah.
Such an amazing
I
album.
thought they were finished after that.
Yeah. I think everyone did. All right, cheers, Alan. Thanks a lot, man.